So when it comes to actually using a preset, it's quite simple once you have them installed. So you come over to your preset panel over here, and if you have installed, for instance, the dark and moody presets, which I have put in the bonus section, you can come in here and you can play with any of them. Now, when you just hover over it, you will get a preview up here in the navigator window. And when you click on it, then the changes will then be applied to your image. If you decide you don't like that one, you could hit reset and go back to before you did that, or you can go back into your history panel and you could do that as well. So there's quite easy to play around with different presets, and you just have to click it. Now, creating a preset, on the other hand, is something a little bit different, and I'll just go through that. So once you have set up an image that you like and you really like how it's all set up, you can then come and click on plus, and that will bring up a new developed preset panel. Now you can call it whatever you want, and then you can go through and click on what you do and you don't want included in your preset. Now there are some things you are better off not transferring to all of them. For instance, lens corrections is probably something that I would not have in a preset, because everybody, it's alright if you're only using them for yourself, but still you may have different lenses on shooting from one thing to another, and that can affect it. So you're better off not having that in a preset. Also, exposure, if you click on basic tones, you can keep the contrast and so forth, but not the exposure, because if your image is correctly exposed, when you apply the preset, it could muck all that up. Something else that you may not want to put in a preset would be something like if you have transformed an image. So if you wanting it to you know, if it was a bit crooked or something, if you put that in the preset also, that could muck up other colors. White balance, that's a personal thing. Usually I say no, but sometimes if you're putting a white balance in for creative reasons, like you really want to put a blue tone to the whole image, then adding the white balance in could be really good. A couple of other things which it's up to you whether you do or don't put in is the graduated and radial filters. If you are highlighting something in particular with, say, a radial filter, it may not apply to other images, but if it's just sort of a general brighten in the middle, then that's something that would be alright. So you sort of have to be a bit, you know, decisive about what you want to add in and what you don't. So you can go through and you could check all and just uncheck what you want, or you could check none and only go in and click on what you do want to change. Then once you've done that, you just have to click create. This button here allows you to pick what folder you want to put it in. So if you want to create a new folder to add a whole group of presets into, for instance, this one was the dark and moody preset folder. So you can sort of muck around with things like that. You can set up different, for instance, if you're wanting to build a whole preset gallery on black and white images or something like that, you could do that as well. So that's on using and creating presets.